16th of November 2021. First reading. Reading from the second book of Maccabees. Eleazar, one of the foremost teachers of the law, a man already advanced in years and of most noble appearance, was being forced to open his mouth wide to swallow pig's flesh. But he, resolving to die with honour rather than to live disgraced, went to the block of his own accord, spitting the stuff out, the plain duty of anyone with the courage to reject what is not lawful to taste, even from a natural tenderness for his own life. Those in charge of the impious banquet, because of their long-standing friendship with him, took him aside and privately urged him to have meat bought of a kind he could properly use, prepared by himself, and only pretend to eat the portions of sacrificial meat as prescribed by the king. This action would enable him to escape death by availing himself of an act of kindness prompted by their long friendship. But having taken a noble decision, worthy of his years and the dignity of his great age and the well-earned distinction of his grey hairs, worthy too of his impeccable conduct from boyhood, and above all of the holy legislation established by God himself, he publicly stated his convictions, telling them to send him at once to Hades. Such pretence, he said, does not square with our time of life. Many young people would suppose that Eleazar, at the age of 90, had conformed to the foreigner's way of life, and because I had played this part for the sake of paltry brief spell of life, must themselves be led astray on my account. I should only bring defilement and disgrace on my old age, even though for the moment I avoid execution by man. I can never, living or dead, exclude the grasp of the Almighty. Therefore, if I am man enough to quit this life here and now, I shall prove myself worthy of my old age, and I shall have left the young a noble example of how to make a good death eagerly and generously for the venerable and holy laws. With these words he went straight to the block. His escorts, so recently well disposed towards him, turned against him after this declaration, which they regarded as sheer madness. Just before he died under the blows, he groaned aloud and said, "The Lord, whose knowledge is holy, sees clearly. Though I might have escaped death, whatever agonies of the bodies I now endure under this foregoing in my soul I glad to suffer, because of the awe which he inspires in me." This was how he died, leaving his death as an example of nobility and a record of virtue, not only for the young, but for the great majority of the nation. Responsorial Psalm. The Lord upholds me. How many other foes, O Lord? How many are rising up against me? How many are saying about me, "There is no help for him in God." The Lord upholds me. But you, Lord, are a shield about me, my glory, who lift up my head. I cry aloud to the Lord. He answers from his holy mountain. The Lord upholds me. I lie down to rest, and I sleep. I wake, for the Lord upholds me. I will not fear, even thousands of people who are ranged on every side against me. The Lord upholds me. Gospel acclamation. Hallelujah, hallelujah. My soul is waiting for the Lord. I count on his word. Hallelujah. Gospel. Reading from the book of Luke. Jesus entered Jericho and was going through the town when a man whose name was Zacharias made his appearance. He was one of the senior tax collectors and a wealthy man. He was anxious to see what kind of man Jesus was, but he was too short and could not see him for the crowd. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore tree to catch a glimpse of Jesus, who was to pass that way. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and spoke to him. "Zacharias, come down. Hurry, because I must stay at your house today." And he hurried down and welcomed him joyfully. They all complained when they saw what was happening. "He has gone to stay at the sinner's house," they said. But Zacharias stood his ground and said to the Lord, "Look, sir, I am going to give half my property to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody, I will pay him back 4 times the amount." And Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek out and save what was lost." Gospel of the Lord.